Twitch title?
I did. Switch to unboxing, dripping with juice.
Yeah, the juice is here.
I got it there.
Okay.
All right.
What?
Now, I'm going to be on a little delay here, but wait, what's with the... Oh, you have juice. Okay. All right. So you haven't opened the box yet?
No, I've sacrificed this event for you, Michelle.
No. I was ready to do this hours ago. You said I have company. I'll do it in a bit. And I was like, okay,
right.
I'll eat. Okay. No, I am here to be, even though, we've been teasing you about Nintendo, I'm here to be supportive and check out this beast of the most advanced chip ever made or whatever.
Well, that's what Jensen
How are the
said.
volumes, Krell? Am I too loud? Yes, he's sacrificing. He waited. And, I hear they're still on the shelves at Walmart, John.
Well, that's
Is that a lie?
Well, doesn't that just tell you how awesome Nintendo is? That's not a slight.
Of course.
What do you?
If it was PlayStation's, it would be Sony's.
Yeah,
dead.
because Sony doesn't know how to manage a supply chain. I mean, clearly,
Okay.
what's happened here?
Of course. Nintendo has all
Right.
of them ready on the shelves, and
Yes.
they're great. Okay, good.
This is a glaring. Yes, this illustrates how great they are. Okay.
All right, wonderful.
All right, so we're gonna. This is gonna be very methodical. Okay, I have a scale. Okay, we're gonna be
All right.
weighing things. I have a tape measure. I could not find my micrometer, and listen. What it took to find all this shit. I realized just how disorganized I am.
We appreciate it, John. We're going to make sure everybody who's watching make clips of this if you want or whatever. Maybe we'll pump it out.
We're gonna be unboxing. We're going to be comparing. We're going to be contrasting.
Right.
We're going to be going through the history of Nintendo.
Can we see both screens on to see how the screens compare to your OLED?
Yeah, but here's what we're
Okay.
not going to do, okay?
Oh, no.
Well, listen, I need to enjoy this for myself, too, okay? I need to set it up.
No, you're not allowed to do that. You're supposed to be here for us.
So, I want to set it up. I want to do all that stuff. I'm going to take my time with it. I got to sync it to my old Switch, put it on my network, do updates. So we'll do that after the unboxing, and then I'll share on VGO next week, my experiences. Does that sound fair?
Okay. Of course, yes.
So the purpose
You're
of
allowed
this
to
is
enjoy your device.
is to do an unboxing.
And Rye got one too. His dad got one for him while he was
good.
at work, I think. So he's got one. So we're going to be set up. I'll be the only one on the outside, but
Yeah.
all right.
All right. So are we ready to do this?
Yeah, let's put the camera on it if you can. Like, let's see.
Well,
let's get in close
I'm
with
gonna
the
put
box.
the camera on the desktop here. So that's the plan. All right, here we go.
Yes, we want girth comparison. That's a good call, Crazy.
Well, okay. So I couldn't find my micrometer. That's what I wanted to compare. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
The thickness of the cardboard on the Labo was very important. We were like, is it
Right.
a pizza box?
All right. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I've been thinking about this all day. I really wish I had my micrometer. It actually really is bumming me out.
It's okay.
So we can do proper thickness and girth, but we can do it with this, All right, so we're going to kind of just take a trip down Nintendo Lane, I thought, Michelle. What do you think?
Sure.
All right, so we have the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, and we've gone from here to where we are right now, right?
Right.
Okay, hang on.
I never had a Game Boy either.
Yeah. This camera's going to be a pain in the ass. All right, I have a webcam just on top of my monitor. Okay, so, all right, here it is. Oh, shit. Okay, well, whatever. Here it Michelle, this is not good.
Can you put a tie, like a hair tie on
Hang on,
the
let me get some tape.
camera or something? So people who got it early last night tried to put on Mario Kart, I guess, and they couldn't yet. Now there's our VGO mouse pad he's showing off as well. Looks nice and clean. We can't pick on him. Why is it so small with a lot of juice around? Okay, I guess you can't fill the camera with that. Yeah, move the keyboard. Yeah, my keyboard probably needs to be wiped at this point.
All right, we're taped down.
Okay, can you move the keyboard out of the way? Clear off a little bit of...
All right, let me get my headphones.
Yeah, or get... What did I say? What's a clip? What did I say?
What'd you say?
I don't know. I'm talking to the chat. Krell said that's a clip. Oh, why is it...
Why is what?
Why is it so small with juice around it?
All All right, so here's the
Yeah.
box. So
Right, but we see more of the keyboard than the
all right,
thingy
I'm
thingy.
listen.
This is a disaster. You didn't, you
Okay,
know,
here
like
we
I
go.
was.
All right,
Okay, here we go.
We're better now. Okay, so
Yes,
here's
all
what
right.
here's what happened. Let's go through this. So I opened my front door at 8:15, and
Okay.
it was there. This was there.
Good.
Okay, so Walmart fucking killed it. They absolutely killed it, right? And here's the thing. There was a bag, a nice Walmart bag, like a nice one. Michelle.
Nice.
Yes.
What do you mean, like thicker than a usual Walmart bag?
It was a
Did you bring that down to show us? I mean, these are the details we
God
need.
Damn it!
I'm
All right,
just
hang
kidding.
on. All right.
Thank you, sweet Chester. I know I am here to guide John, you know, because I take feedback from you guys of what you're seeing. There's too much keyboard in the shot. Look, we're losing a little bit of the top of the box, but we've got keyboard in the shot, you know? Yeah, they got the good the good bags. All right, he went to go get the bag. I was actually kidding. I wasn't meaning for him to go get the bag, and he went and got the bag. That's true, Ted. We should ask him to take it out back with the hose. Fill it up. What's up, Josh? Fill it
All
up.
right.
The bag is good.
So
yeah, let's see the quality of bag here. You're overselling the
no.
bag. because
No. This
No,
is
what's going on with this? Is it a canvas bag you can reuse or?
It's reusable, I would say. But
Okay.
it's a tote. So
All right.
so on my porch was this. Okay. This
Right.
was in a bag, you know, a shopping
Yes.
bag, a plastic.
Not they didn't just throw it on there.
No, they
Okay.
put this in a plastic shopping bag, and it was on my porch.
Okay.
And then next
Okay.
to it, and this is what confused me, was
Oh
this.
yes.
What?
That's right. This is awesome. You told me about this. These guys are going to laugh.
What do you mean?
They gave you fucking snacks.
Yes.
Walmart brought free snacks with switches.
Yes.
Is that why they charged you extra?
I don't know.
Remember?
But
Did you select like bring care package?
No.
Gaming care.
No. And actually, if you go on Twitter, everyone got these bags.
That's insanity.
I
With
know.
Coke and Pringles?
Yes.
That's actually crazy. That's a nice touch.
And inside of it, I think I can't find it right now. I threw it away. There was a thank you note saying thank you.
well, that whatever. We don't give a shit about that.
Okay.
They gave you chips and soda.
Yeah, and this is a good. I mean, I've never seen a bag like this at Walmart. This
Oh,
is
that's
a nice-
quality.
I
Yeah,
can-
little. It's
I can
plastic. Something could
reuse
leak.
this.
You
Yeah.
could put ice in there. Hmm.
So I was actually confused because I'm like,
That's definitely why you were charged 50 more. They probably had like a gaming care
No.
package selection, and you selected it.
I did not. No. I think the 570 hold was just.
Well, you should check on that.
I'm
but no,
looking right
that's
now.
crazy. They lost a lot of money giving Coke and Pringles.
Well, no, I think it was a Coke and Pringle promotion. No,
Okay.
go on Twitter. Everyone got Coke and Pringles.
But that's crazy. They lost millions on Coke and Pringles.
No. Everyone's talking about Coke and Pringles right now.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
All right.
All right, let me just check my
I drink normal Coke crazy when I drink it. That
Well,
looks
yeah.
like a good Coke.
I texted my daughter and I said there's Pringles and a Coke for you. So
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
not, I drink Coke
That's the
Zero.
juice. They gave you the juice.
Um
Now you're more excited about the bag and the Pringles and the Switch, right?
No,
Is that
but
what I'm hearing?
But it was a nice thing, and I think Walmart did a bang-up job, honestly. To get this thing to everyone's house before 9, you know, that Reddit thing.
yeah,
that
that's
we
crazy.
that,
They were prepared.
That Reddit thing that we talked about, you know, turned out to be real, right?
Yep.
You know, they had people come in at, 4:30 in the morning. They staged them. Everyone got into their Honda Civics or whatever and loaded them up with switches, and this thing was at my house at 8:15, maybe earlier. I don't even know because I checked at 8:15 and it was there. So
Right.
I haven't opened it. We haven't looked at it. We're going to do that right now, but I do want to compare it to other stuff. You know, we're going to do that.
Okay.
Michelle.
All right. We'll go through whatever you have prepared. This is your show, John.
Yeah, I'm just
to
trying to wonder. Yeah, I'm just
Yep.
trying to figure out what the.
move that mouse out of the way. This is. I guess it's good for comparison.
Well, I'm trying to figure out. All right, let's go ahead and just open the Switch right now. Let's get the keyboard out of the
Yeah.
way. We'll see. If
Yeah,
we
you
can-
got a bag of tricks. Good call, Matthew.
All right, so we have a tab locking box here, which is a nice touch. A lot of people don't
All right.
do that.
Was there a seal here so like the driver
No.
couldn't tamper?
Yeah, I don't remember
Oh.
Sony ever using a tab locking box, so that's
Okay.
a nice.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
And then if we look here, there are no seals. Wouldn't it be funny if there's like a bunch of bricks?
Yeah.
in
What
here?
if you open this live and there's like a dead rat? There's a thank you note in there. It's just more Pringles.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, all right. So this is a. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Let's move this into the shot, John. Lower that. That's a
Oh.
large screen, guys. Look at that.
Okay, now that is a very large. Now, if we were to compare it to
Yeah.
like one of the earlier handhelds, you could
Oh,
see
come on. My mom had that bowling game.
that screen is
Right.
way bigger. Okay,
That's a generational leap, guys.
okay. So we've
generational leap.
really, really. I mean, honestly, think about it. Right? Have we really? Huh?
I think we did it.
Yeah.
I think Nintendo has made a better screen than the bowling game from 1986.
So we're really head and shoulders above the previous gen
Right.
here already. We can
Now,
tell
there's a
it.
protective film on the Switch, John.
Yes.
You're supposed to not peel it. That's very
I
important,
understand
guys,
that.
right? People
Yeah.
have been
And if we're to
ruining their
compare
Switches.
this to a Game Boy screen,
right.
and even a Game
that's a
Boy,
generational
and even
leap.
even a Game
Yeah.
Boy Color, and even a
Right.
Game Boy Advance, you could see
That's right.
all three of these screens combined are smaller than this current generation. So
That's true.
it's something else, I tell you. All right. Okay, so let's remove this. So this is the main unit, the device, okay?
Yes.
All right. It's very nice. Now, the thickness, I was curious, compared to the current...
The weight, the thickness. Wait, what's that on it? Is that just paper? What's that weight thing?
It's a dog hair.
Oh, okay. It's going to get lodged in the corner of the screen.
So I don't...
It's still on the screen. It's bothering me. Will you get that dog hair off your Switch?
I left my fucking... My other Switch is upstairs. God damn it. All right.
Okay, so we just have to sit here and look at the hair on the dog.
All right, here's a Steam
Wait,
Deck.
what's that?
Steam Deck.
Okay. So bigger than the Steam Deck screen, a little bit.
Significant. Yeah, if we were to measure
Yeah,
here...
more of a wide aspect ratio.
I know that you're supposed to do diagonal for screens, but I'm just going to do...
Yeah, let's take a look at the...
The 7 3/4 roughly across on the screen, and then the Steam Deck is about 6.5. Okay. Okay.
I prefer a 9-inch screen personally.
Well, that would be a diagonal measurement, Michelle. Okay, so
Is that what they are?
Okay, so diagonally.
Yeah, but that's not what matters. You aren't going inside.
No, screens are measured.
I was just doing.
Okay, I get it.
They say clip that. See how slow he is.
All right. So this screen
You got it finally.
This screen is 9 inches diagonally.
Okay. Yeah, diagonally. That's a way you guys can measure at home, diagonally.
Yeah, and then the Steam Deck screen is 7.5.
Yeah, be careful with the edge of the tape measure.
I know.
Because my dad used to tell me as a kid, you can cut your hands on this. They go flying back fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't scratch it for our sake.
All right, so let's continue our comparison.
All right, so the screen looks good. It looks nice and large.
All right, here's the Joy-Cons. All right, we have a blue. Okay, so the buttons, yeah, they're a little more substantial. Okay. We have an eject button right here, which is nice. Nice touch. And then here's the other one. Now, the analog sticks, if we were to compare this to previous generations, let's see how this feels to a Stadia controller. It
How
definitely
does it feel compared to the old Joy-Con? You left it upstairs, I guess.
No, it feels a lot better than the Stadia controller.
Okay.
So
Oh, the Stadia controller.
Yeah.
That's a great comparison.
I
yeah.
think it's the same color, right? So it does.
Right. Yeah.
It's a lot nicer than a Stadia controller.
No, you can't throw the Stadia controller out. Get rid of that.
What do you mean? This is a
You
good
can't compare. You were supposed to compare it to the other Joy-Con.
I'm comparing
not
it to
a
previous
Stadia controller.
generations.
What generation? There was no generation of Stadia. It was not a generation.
It feels pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. Traffic Cone Orange is in right now.
All right.
I do like the magnetic attachment
Well,
better than the
we'll
lock,
get there,
right?
Michelle.
That
Hang on.
looks good.
Just
that looks
stop
good.
going to the finish line. We're not there
Listen,
yet.
I do what I want here. Why? Okay, you could have done this alone. You asked me to be here. You want
All
my
right,
commentary.
So let's compare it to. Oh boy.
All right. Oh boy.
Yeah, that
Oh,
Steam
boy.
Deck Joy-Con or analog stick is stiff as fuck compared to this thing.
It looks looser to me.
Yeah,
it looks
no,
like it's rolling around. Yours looks
I
looser.
feel a little tension on the Steam Deck. This
Oh.
is buttery.
I like a little tension.
I know you do. Twisted.
Yeah.
Twitch. All right, here we go. All right. Let's try out this.
This is good. This is the only unboxing where you'll see a Stadia controller on screen.
Now
Wait.
I don't.
Oh, that's a nice lock. Did you
oh,
do it? You did it backwards.
I know. I did. All right, so you can put it on backwards. All right, here we go.
All right. Oh, that's good to know, guys. Good tip. Pro tip from
Oh,
John.
look at that.
Oh, that's satisfying.
All right,
yeah.
here we go. Ready? Look at this.
Until you hold it and it falls out of it.
Look at. Oh.
How strong is the magnet? Put it down flat. Will it suck to it? How strong?
Okay, now.
Wait, how do you get it off? Do you have to hold a release? Okay,
Yeah, there's
good.
a
I'm glad they
release-
have that.
There's a release
No, that's
button.
chunky.
No. Look at it. Are you kidding me? You're gonna say that's? Look at
Wait.
this big boy.
What?
Look how much thinner it is than the fucking Steam Deck.
I mean, yeah, that's a man's console on top and a child and woman's on the bottom.
Yeah,
I
but
agree.
this has a way better screen. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah, but you don't plant the screen. You plug it into your TV outside.
Oh my god.
Look, I want to know the strength of the magnetic pull. Okay, what
All
are we
right.
talking here? What's
Now,
the
if we're to
distance before it
compare
sucks
this-
in?
Now look at this compared to a 3DS,
I mean, there's a generational leap there.
right?
Too bad there's been like 3 sets of children born between both of those consoles.
All right. Yeah. No. This magnet.
Yeah, but there's a release on it, right?
There's a release.
Okay, so you won't. Okay, so how? But can you hold it very close and will it suck it in?
All right. Let's try it.
You know what I'm saying? Let's
I
put
do.
it down flat. Like, yeah, let's. I want to see this here because people need to be careful.
Oh.
Put it. No, you got to put it down flat.
All right.
Oh.
I'll do that in a second.
Yeah.
All right. Surprised.
Oh.
All right. Let's see what else is in this box.
All right. Wow. Let's check out the.
We'll get to it.
What?
We'll
You get a nice note from Miyamoto. There's nothing in there.
All right. We got an HDMI cable.
All right. Did they give a power adapter this time?
Hang on. We got a Joy-Con condom with a little leash, which I'll never use. Okay. And then a Nintendo HDMI cable. All right, so that seems like that's that for that top little thing. And then if we continue down, oh, this is the So Michelle, this is that thingy that the Joy-Cons can go on.
Yes. Is that any different than the other one? Is what I was saying. It
Well,
looked
it's
a little
magnetic.
different. Oh, that's true. It looks glossier.
It
Look,
does.
I just can't believe you got Coke and Pringles. That's what I think was. I think Walmart really killed it.
All right, so let's
Did you get Coke and Pringles with Target? No. These idiots are standing outside a GameStop for 100 hours.
Well,
They
that's
didn't get Coke and Pringles.
Well, that's a great point because Walmart fucking killed it. It's on my porch at 8:15 with Coke and Pringles, and these guys are
Right.
standing in line at midnight
Yeah.
till fucking 10
I'm surprised
a.m.
they'd have a naked hooker at your door.
Right, these guys,
Yeah.
like in their fucking like lawn
Yeah.
chairs, like
Yeah, their lawn chairs sitting outside with homeless piss. They're tweeting
Right.
pictures. You've got Coke, Pringles, and Blow, and a Switch.
yeah.
I mean, they did nail it. Good job.
All right, so then
Walmart.
let's continue down. So this looks like a USB-C cable, and then this is the power brick,
Okay.
which is way girthier and heavier than. Wow, that's a big boy compared to the current one.
Yeah, that is large.
So I need to buy a new dock like immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Like immediately. Like I hope I can
Wait.
buy one. What?
Dock or power supply?
I need to buy a second dock immediately because that is integral
Oh.
to deck mode. Do you understand?
Oh,
Because
okay.
I'm going to put this in my entertainment center and I'm not going to touch it, Michelle. And I'm going to have a
Right, but you're going to want a dock for outside.
Yeah, and for down here.
Wait
All
a
right.
minute. The back of that dock is bulkier.
Well, it is. It has a fan in
It's
it.
rounder.
No, there's a fan in here. Okay.
I wonder if it's loud.
Well, I don't know. So you can't.
Hmm.
Okay, calm down with your hms.
What? Hmm.
All right, so this should be able to open. Okay, here-
Fan in it.
yeah, there's a fan in here. All right, so this is where you make your connections: HDMI, Ethernet, and USB-C for AC. This right here is the fan, and then they have this cover to hide the connections, which they did on the previous gen. Now, the one thing that's worth noting is that there are USB-C on the top and on the bottom. Okay, and I could tell you from personal experience, having the USB-C only on the bottom is a problem, especially when
Yep.
when you're on a plane and you're doing like an easel mode. You can't fucking charge it because the charger's on the bottom. You know, if you're doing like a desktop mode or whatever. So
Well, they call it. What were they calling it? Table mode. They don't call it deck mode like you. They call it table
I
mode.
understand. Well, Yeah.
So there's handheld, table.
So I'm impressed with the dock. Honestly, it's pretty big. Oh, the dock does have 2 USB ports right here.
Right.
USB A.
For keyboard and mouse, John?
Or for charging your controller, I'm guessing. Yes.
Okay.
But no, you're right, though. Keyboard and mouse.
Wouldn't the keyboard
that's-
and mouse go directly into the Switch?
No, what? Could you plug it into this? I bet you could.
Yeah, I don't. The camera,
What?
whatever
the
else.
Camera. Yeah, I will definitely this weekend try a USB because I have like a Razer mouse with the USB dongle, and I'll just throw the dongle in here, and I have a keyboard too. Because on my Steam Deck, when I do deck mode with my dock, that's what I do. I just put dongles in instead of syncing with Bluetooth because it's fucking annoying. So I just throw the dongles in here, and that's how I use my Steam Deck. So I will try that with this. There's a little LED light here, it looks like, and it has like a little picture of a TV to kind of.
Yeah, Swiller wants to know, can you still get the Coke and Pringles deal at Walmart? Probably not.
I don't know.
That was showing up with the people at 8 a.m. They showed up with that.
Seems to be a delivery deal, right? Because there was a thank you note that said, thank you for using Walmart delivery and pickup. So maybe anyone, it did say pickup, though. All right. So let's take a peek here. Now, again, I'm so impressed with the size of the screen compared to previous generations. I can't get over.
I can't either. I mean, that's probably the biggest contrast.
I mean, that is a leap, right?
Yeah, that's a leap, all right.
All right, so let's.
But Nintendo didn't even make that bowling game. Wasn't it like Namco or something?
It's Tiger, I believe.
Tiger. Oh, yeah.
Where'd my Joy-Con go? Okay.
Oh, my God. The dog ran off with it.
Now, you wanted to see the strength.
I want to see the strength of the magnet from a flat position.
All right, here's how we're going to do that, okay?
You're going to slowly drag that forward. We're going to see everybody stare. Is there any movement on the Joy-Con into the screen? This is very important.
Ready? Now, hang on.
Yes.
We're docking.
Slower. Slow dock. Slower. I'm not seeing movement. There's no movement.
Hang on. Oh.
No. Oh, we have a partial dock. Okay, it went. All right, well, then that's good. I just wanted to make sure it would auto suck.
Oh, my
it
God.
Wasn't an even. Oh, my God.
Shit.
That was insane.
That was dramatic.
What's going on that one?
Okay.
That's the Joy-Con that's not going to have a problem. See, that other one was limp.
Yes.
That was a limp entry.
And if you compare that with the Steam Deck, I can't get these off, these things.
Exactly.
They don't come off.
I mean, I don't know what's better, to be honest. The Steam Deck is like marriage, and the Joy-Cons are like people you're dating. Now, there was definitely more of a suck on the other side.
There was.
That's interesting. There was an uneven suck.
And
I
again,
did, Ted. Yes, clip that.
I did want to compare it to previous gens, and I just feel like we're really
That is important.
What?
I think Nintendo has done a good job making a better
if we
screen than the Game Boy.
to everything else that came before it, I think,
right.
I think
you're going to scratch your screen. What are you doing?
What? I just
check your polarities. What's going on with one side here?
I really feel like
be careful.
I mean, look at this.
You're right.
All right.
I think it's better than all those screens combined. Probably they have done a good job.
Now,
but can we see? I really want to know. I want to know. You can't do it now, but on Tuesday, I want to know that screen compared to your OLED.
Now, I mean, honestly,
the brightness.
This Wii U, this is the Wii U, and this is kind of.
I like that Wii U thing.
Yeah, this is where it started. Honestly, like the reason we have the Switch is because of this, and the problem
is that a mirror on their screen. What is that? It's like a makeup mirror.
No, it's the reflection of the screen. This thing is gigantic compared, and this is not hyperbole now,
right?
Because this came before the Switch, right? And this is big as fuck. And the thing is, the brains of this was in another unit. There was an actual console that this synced to wirelessly, you know? So honestly, they've gone.
But it didn't have the NVIDIA juice back then.
It didn't have the juice at all.
Now it's got double juice.
Yeah.
Jensen juice.
All right, so let's.
Now, if you turn it on, can we see the screen brightness? Are we going to be blinded here, guys? Because it's supposed to be a more improved LCD.
Where's the fucking power button on this thing?
Oh my God.
All right, here we go.
All right,
I'm nervous.
Zen. All right.
All right, it's turning on. Oh my God.
Oh. Switch.
Holy shit.
Look at that. Generational leap.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna.
Now, what are your initial impressions here?
Let me look at it. I could tell right away I need to turn the brightness up.
Oh.
No,
You're gonna find out it's on max.
No, it's not. It's never on max, and you know it. Every
Yeah,
device
I
I
know.
get, the first thing I do is I turn the brightness to max. So that's what I'm thinking. Now I'm gonna, obviously on my time, I'm gonna set this up, sync it to my old Switch, get it on my network, do all the updates.
You've got 2 other Switches to compare it to, right? Your other LCD and your OLED.
I do.
So you can really get a screen comparison and tell us on Tuesday.
I can go grab the OLED. It's upstairs. Hang on.
Yeah. And I want to know, is it really already on max brightness? Because it won't be as bright as his OLED. I mean, that's what he is used to. Ari, I know. I said that on air last week or last Tuesday, and John said I was giving bad advice. I said it's not my advice. It's just what some people are saying. They're waiting for the switch to OLED. I don't think he'll be let down crazy. He's in denial. No matter what he will say, the screen is better than his OLED because I've already told him it won't look better than his OLED. So no matter what he's going to say, it does. He's too stubborn.
All right, I'm back. I got the OLED.
All right, good.
You there?
Yeah, I would have liked to. I'm here. Yep.
So here's my OLED. Now the brightness on this is I mean, this OLED is beautiful, honestly.
Sure. OLED screens are gorgeous. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the point of them.
But I mean, it's hard to tell on this camera though what's going on, right?
Sure. But we're listening to what you're saying.
Yeah.
So there's the normal Switch. We can compare the size. Definitely bigger. Screen, whatever.
Yeah. Now, so this is the OLED Switch. The original Switch I gave my daughter. She doesn't live here anymore. But
Okay.
so I don't have
Yeah,
it.
well, that's fine. Just compare it to what you have.
But look at the thickness. They're pretty much the same.
Yeah.
But
The battery is the same in both of them, but you get less battery life on the new one because the screen is bigger. They didn't upgrade the battery.
Yeah, and I believe the Joy-Cons are significantly. Let's do a direct comparison.
And then you should put like the same screen on both, and make sure your brightness is on max. And
So the Joy-Cons are definitely more substantial, if you could see. And these top buttons are more useful. I mean, if you look at this, these stupid buttons were stupid. Like, you know.
Yeah.
And they
were trying things out.
And I rarely did. I was only forced to use these like on Mario Party and shit, you know. So I rarely use the Joy-Cons as Joy-Cons. I always use the Pro Controller. Oh yeah, I wanted to slide, Michelle. You don't slide. Did you see that?
Yeah.
You got to do this.
I like the magnetic. I have
do
to
too.
say, I think it's a better Joy-Con.
I mean, I'm so impressed with this. I mean, if you compare this to previous generations, you know.
Yeah,
like,
you're impressed with it compared to the Game Boy Color.
Like,
I know.
Compared to this Leapster device, I mean.
Yeah, that looks good.
Right?
Honestly, I'd rather have the Switch
Yeah.
than the Leapster device.
Yeah. And this Mad Libs game. I mean.
I think I'll take the Mad Libs game. That's probably better.
I wonder if this thing works. Should we do a Mad Lib?
No. I want to see, first of all, I want you to go and make sure your screen is on max bright. I want to hear you admit that your OLED screen looks better.
I can't. I'm not going to do that. All right. Let me just see if I can.
Not.
All right. Let me just see what happens if I put in. I don't want to go through the setup right now. I want to do it on my own.
Okay. But you can
Oh, it says the Joy-Con 2 are attached upside down.
Oh my God. No wonder why one sucked limply.
Oh, wait. I had the system upside down. It's supposed to go like this.
Oh.
What? Wait a minute.
What did he do? He broke it on air.
Oh, the power button's on the top, not the bottom. That's weird. So you can put the Joy-Cons on any way you want?
I'm surprised they let you do that.
Okay, that's crazy. So
yeah, the logo on the back is a good guide. Yeah.
Okay, so the power button's on the top. That's all you need to know. All right, let me just go through this and see. Yeah, see, it wants me to do my network shit. Let me see if I can just get to a menu and change brightness. No, I can't. All right, let me just sign in my network. Hang on.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, design flaw. They didn't have those problems on the Game Boy Advance. So I've unlocked server tags in our Discord so we can have a little VGO next to our name. It's only for this month unless we keep getting boosts. So
Oh, nice.
if you want it, you got to go in your settings. You can right click and it'll put VGO next to your name like a guild tag, and people can click on it and come to our server from other servers. All right, so he's going to get in the settings. Look at the brightness.
So let's compare it to my phone.
Well, your phone is large, right? It's
Yeah.
a pretty big screen. Your phone screen's going to be better.
All right, we're on the network.
Gang colors. Yeah, he's got a lot of apps on that home screen.
That's not the home screen. That was the second screen.
Oh, okay.
All right, it wants my time zone. Hang on. Like I couldn't figure it out from the internet.
Hi, Moxie. How are things out in Germany? John is just getting into
With
the
Nintendo Switch 2,
2.
you can play games wherever you want, however you want. Okay, thank you. Oh, yeah, we didn't look at the kickstand. Michelle.
Oh, the kickstand is way better. Yeah, that's nice.
So I use the kickstand quite a bit. And so now you can go all the way down, I don't know if you could tell, like rather flat.
Wow.
So on the
Who
old
would play like that on your chest in bed, like bouncing on your boobs? Like who's what?
Well,
Is that
I guess you could do it with the old one too.
okay?
But the old one had this single flappy thing,
Yeah.
and this is a little more aerodynamic.
Mm-hmm.
See that?
Got a handle. It could also be a handle, like a
I
pocketbook.
wouldn't advise that, but
I mean, come on. Yeah, Alex, I would think the ROG would be better because you can play all your games.
oh no. Okay,
Yeah,
using stand.
yeah.
This thing's more powerful than all that shit. All right, detach the right. It wants me to do this. It wants me to practice using the Joy-Cons.
Oh, they're
like
going
I'm
to
a
teach you
moron.
how to.
Yeah.
Well,
Says,
it's for Nintendo
it's-
fans.
Do you want to connect to a TV and play on a larger screen?
Tell them no.
I'll say later.
Later.
You can use the accessories that came with the system to hold the Joy-Con 2 controllers in multiple ways.
And for those who missed it, John got Pringles and Coke free delivered to his door from Walmart.
I did. Choose a style. You can change it at any time. All right. All right. There's an update downloading data. If you can see, 2 minutes left before I can change the brightness. Michelle.
Oh, wow. Good quality chip there in the Switch.
Michelle, what do you?
What?
Okay.
What? That's a slow download for whatever's happening on that thing, John.
Why don't you consider this? They made these things months ago, and they had an opportunity to continue working on the software. I give Nintendo credit for this.
Oh, no matter what you do, it could be a 3-hour download.
I give them a lot of credit for, even though they shipped the product, they kept working on it,
Yes.
trying to improve it.
All right.
And I mean, it's clearly better than the bowling.
I mean, maybe. I did like that bowling game. It still works. Like, will the Switch work in 25 years? Wait, that's older than that. Will the Switch work in 30 years? Probably not. I mean, that's quality right there.
All right. We have 1 minute left. It's
All
at
right.
97%, 98, 99.
Hi there. Good evening to you as well. Where are you this evening? It's only 12:30 by me.
All right, so we are updated. Let's see what happens next. Oh, it's bricked.
Yes. I'm excited that when you put it on the brightness, you're going to say it's already on max brightness.
No. You know what? I'll do this on my time, the brightness thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. No, we are here waiting for the fucking brightness. You're not getting away
I will do
without
the brightness.
No,
I'll do the brightness on my time.
No. We've waited this long. You're doing the brightness. I want to be here when you go, oh, it was
Okay,
on max
well-
brightness. OLED screen just looks better. Oh, I see why people are
Okay,
waiting
well,
for
now
OLED.
it wants me to do the transfer, and I don't know if I get out of this if I... Oh,
Just say later.
There's no later.
Say,
It says start it or don't.
say don't and then do it
It
later.
says don't. Select the option if you don't have a Switch.
But you don't you have to do it now, Kevin says. They don't let you come back in later?
No, I read that
Oh
too.
my god. All right, well then John has no choice but to do it later.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, you could factory reset. Well, that is stupid. Why can't you just go in the Switch at any time
All
and
right,
transfer?
I'm gonna just do don't transfer, and then I'll do it again.
Okay.
It wants me to add a
Look
user.
at the sacrifice. Good sacrifice he's doing for you guys.
All right, I'm making a user called Poopy. All right, Poopy's on
That's
here.
true. He could eat Pringles and Coke. That's why they gave you the Pringles and Coke.
Skip. I'm skipping everything. I'll just do this.
How long
later.
do the transfers take? I mean, I've transferred
Oh.
phone to phone, but
Oh, I gotta buy an SD card. I forgot about that.
oh no.
It uses those new ones, the Express cards. I don't have one of those. Setup complete. Okay.
Okay. I've heard people were upset that there's like not a new, like going from Xbox One to Xbox whatever, like that there was no change in the interface. People said there's no change here. It's the same like OS or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm curious what you think, like how
Well,
fast does the store move?
everyone
or
said
whatever?
the store and all that's way faster.
Yeah, because the store was like.
All right, let me go to brightness. You ready for this?
Yeah, but they should give you something new when you go in. It
Okay,
should feel like a new
screen
device.
brightness is at 5/8, Michelle.
I can't see. All right, good.
It's at 5/8. Ready?
Okay. What a
Oh
weird
my God! I'm
What
turning.
is 5/8? I don't even like that term.
It was just past
what,
a half.
What is that?
I'm sorry if I'm
Okay,
mathematical.
so say 75%.
No,
like,
that's
what is
no
5/8?
5/8
What
is less
this?
than 5/8 is 0.675, 67.5%. 75%
Okay,
is
I
75.
don't know what is this. I'm not measuring wood. I don't know what this is. Give me some woman terms
All right,
here.
so
I'm at about
it's on full brightness now.
3 hours to transfer your Switch, Moxie? What the hell?
Oh my God! All right, so
John doesn't have that kind of time.
No, all right. Here's the. Okay, let's compare. Oh my God! Look how much brighter this fucking thing is.
Oh, yeah, okay. What is
Okay,
that there? Your
that's the
Steam Deck
Steam
is
Deck.
an OLED.
Yeah, I know it
Put
is.
your OLED on. Okay, go in and put it on max.
They're
And you have a
all-
white screen.
Okay, they're all.
John, the OLED.
They're
the Steam
all
Deck
on
OLED
max.
Screen.
They're all
Hey,
on max.
moron! If
What?
you want to talk about math and technicalities, your OLED has a peak brightness that's way higher than your Switch LCD.
Okay, all I can
okay?
say, and I think the viewers can see, which screen
Yeah,
is brighter.
he's not on max. Yeah, the OLED is the brightest.
The-
It has peak nits
all
that are
of my
higher than
all
your
of
other.
my shit
yeah,
is
okay.
on max. Here's
No, that's not on max.
okay. I'm gonna tell you something. Just looking at this, and I'm being honest now. It's hard to tell.
You have a
I'm-
white screen on one.
I know.
You're staring at a blank white screen.
I know.
What are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna tell right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. And I could tell this already. On the Switch OLED, I'm being honest right now. I could tell that the colors are just way more. They just pop, you know.
Of course.
And
That's why
I'm
people
on
want
the-
OLEDs. Why we have
Yeah.
OLED TVs.
It's the contrast between the black and the white and the colors. It's way more vibrant.
Yeah.
I could see it. Does this screen look like shit? It's hard for you guys to tell. It doesn't look like shit, okay? But I could tell it's not an OLED.
Of course. There's no magic they're pulling out of their ass.
All right, so I go to system settings. I'm going to reset this fucker. System. I'm going to go to...
Well, I'm wondering this too. Like, I want a Steam Deck 2. Will they launch with an OLED, or am I going to have to wait for the Steam Deck 2 OLED? You know, the whole screen thing is important. Or will they just come out with one version? You know, I don't know. Like phones do. Like, they're all the same screen.
All right, data clear. I'm doing restore factory settings. All right, I'm resetting that thing.
So about 3 hours, you've got a lot of time to eat Pringles and drink Coke. Then you're going to go out and you're going to test Mario Kart. You're going to test
Yeah.
Mouse Pointer. This is an exciting day, John, or evening
It
for
is.
you.
It's very exciting. So, yeah, I'm actually going to go get a steak, I think.
Okay. Set up the transfer, get some food, and then John will have a full review on VGO on
Yeah,
Tuesday.
I'm trying to do deck mode, I think,
yeah.
today. And I just made a giant mess in my basement, so I hope you're happy.
Okay, Kevin said it
Michelle.
only took him 15 minutes.
Okay, it's not
Look,
that
we
bad.
appreciate the tape measure, okay, the other
I
devices.
had to find all
think
this shit.
was-
And I'll tell you this, I couldn't find
Yeah.
any of my 3DSs. I don't know where they are. I found this DS.
This is an exciting time, Krell, because who knows how many more Switch launches we'll all be alive for.
Okay,
Sorry.
I don't know why I have so many fucking DSs, by the way.
Yeah, what are you doing with all this junk?
Okay, I found this DS. This is a Zelda one. Kevin, are these valuable? Is this worth anything?
That's true, Badger. His transfer is going to be 1 minute.
With this
It's
Guitar
got,
Hero?
it's got no data on it.
So this is the Zelda one with the Guitar Hero thing. I got this DS. Is this a DSi or DS Lite? I don't know what the fuck this is.
Right.
I don't remember what this shit is. I got this DS. What the fuck is this DS?
Sell him. Send him to Kevin. He'll sell him.
These are not the only DSs. I have the 3DS XL in this house. I have the original 3DS. I know I have another DSi, the one with the camera. I don't even remember. There's a bigger one than this I have. What's the one after this? The DS XL or 2? I don't even remember all this shit.
DS Fat, DS Slim, DS Lite. I don't know. I had like 3 myself. So I did used to like them.
And then I got this thing, which I haven't turned on in fucking 20 years. I got this thing I haven't turned on in 20 years.
Well, they have done a good job with the generational leap from the
And how much
Game
is
Boy.
this Mad Libs game work? Michelle, we should play Mad Libs.
All right, let's do it. Let's set up a Mad Lib stream. I used to do it with my sister in the paper version. I never had the electronic. Yeah, we love Mad Libs.
Kevin,
I wouldn't be able to read.
Are you interested in
this,
this, Kevin? This leapfrog thing? It has a stylus.
Get good money for that.
Can I trade this for like Madden 2005?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, and I have this. This Game Boy Advance, Michelle. I imported this from Japan. I had it like a year before anyone in the U.S.
That's cool.
That's how hard. Because if you remember back in the day, this shit came out in Japan like a year before we got it here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's why the Famicom and the NES, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, because I don't know. My dad came home with an NES when I was a kid. I didn't have any clue. Obviously, I was too young to know that it had been out for a year in Japan before.
Yeah, as the family computer.
Right. That's cool. That's interesting.
All right, I think we're done.
All right, we're done. Thank you guys for showing up and supporting John on his wonderful day. Switch to Eve has passed. There's now Switch to day.
Yeah.
And I'm actually curious to hear what you think about everything once you play it on Tuesday. So
I think I'm only going to stream with sunglasses from now on.
Go ahead.
I scratched my Ray-Bans, by the way. I'm not happy about it.
Well, you can get your lens replaced.
Can I? And it's the one I scratched has the Ray-Ban word on it.
People want to know what you're drinking. He's drinking juice. He's drinking the Nintendo juice.
I'm drinking unsweetened iced tea.
Okay. Not in our VGO glass or a Nintendo juice glass.
No, it's a Wormtown brew.
The winner here is really Walmart, Pringles, and soda, and delivery by 8 a.m., a bag. You know, I think that we learned a lot here. I'd be confident to buy from Walmart now with a console launch, you know?
So if you guys missed the start of this, let's review quickly.
Yeah. Walmart's back.
I opened the door at 8:15 a.m.
Yeah.
And on my porch was the Switch 2 in a plastic bag, a plastic store bag. And then this was next to it. And I was confused because I didn't order anything else. And then I look inside and there's Pringles. What? Barbecue. And then there's a Coke. And then this is when I knew something was amiss.
You should call and complain and be like, I don't want barbecue. I want plain.
And also, I don't drink regular Coke. I only drink Coke Zero. So I was confused. And then I saw the little note inside that said, thank you.
Great.
And so Walmart, you guys fucking honestly, I don't know why anyone would step foot into a store like Kevin has ever again.
Well, Amazon's not doing this.
Yeah. I mean, is Kevin
Amazon isn't bringing this
Kevin giving people
That's true.
snacks?
Why are people going to Kevin? People are sleeping outside in the streets where they can just get Walmart to bring them chips and a console.
You got guys in these fucking collapsible camp chairs in front, you know.
And they're tweeting pictures like they're proud of it. Hey guys, I've been here for 7 days.
It's like they're in
Walmart
Vietnam.
shows up with snacks.
It's like, hey,
I agree. Stop the small businesses. You should shop at Walmart. They come with snacks. Okay? Kevin's not giving people candy.
No. And that Reddit thing we read was completely true. You know, they got everyone in there at 4:30 in the morning and they gave them a fucking pep talk and said, this is what we're doing.
Exactly. They said, let's go. You're getting overtime here. We're getting chips.
Right.
Everybody get Pringles.
Yeah.
You know, that's exciting. I have to say, John, I'm very impressed here with what's gone on from the Walmart, because it could have been a disaster. They could have said Walmart. That could have been the news today. Walmart botched Switch 2 launch.
Right.
Mine didn't come.
And
but
honestly,
no, it was definitely fun.
I mean this. It's the easiest launch I think I've ever had. Honestly, what online launch was easy for me ever? None of them.
And none of them showed up with snacks. I mean, I'm easy to please.
And here's the thing, Michelle, too. Like the Walmart website, I was on there like at 11:59. They put me into a virtual lobby with a countdown timer.
Right.
The website never crashed. Nothing bad happened. They just put me in a lobby. It said, you're in the lobby. You're in the queue. Don't leave. Countdown timer. And then all of a sudden, it's in my cart, checkout, and I was done. I think I had it by 12:05, 12:07. You know, it took.
I mean, this is why people were bragging about Walmart the whole time. Like, I think most people got their Switches from Walmart. I think 90% of the
It
people I'm
feels
hearing
that way,
from
yeah.
got it from Walmart. But maybe GameStop was the way to go, sitting outside in a lawn chair.
And in the Sandusky area, a bunch got them from Kevin.
Yeah, but he didn't give Pringles, so I can't support that kind of behavior. We should get one free from Nintendo, John. You got to take a trip to Japan.
You know, I should hack this thing because you can like do a firmware update, and then I could use this as a controller, like on my Steam Deck. It's not really a bad controller, this Stadia controller.
I don't like it. It looks cheap.
Well, then I'll continue to use my Pig controller.
Yeah, I don't like that either, though. Yeah, so John's going to maybe get to play some stuff today, assuming the transfer goes fast, and post some pictures in Discord or something. Let us know how it's going, but we'll hear from you Tuesday.
Now I got to clean all this shit up.
It's all right. You got something to do while you're doing the transfer.
Yeah.
You got it at Best Buy Incredible Games? Yeah, they were crazy. I saw some photos of people like lined up around the block.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too. I saw GameStop. People were saying it's like 2010 again, you know, or whatever.
I didn't even remember Jade was involved. I just think Stadia bombed. I called it dead from the beginning, and it's dead.
And by the way, StadiaPodcast.com, the URL is available.
Oh, did you let it go?
No, I'm offering to sell it.
Oh, we want to sell it. That's right. Maybe we get some cash from that. If we get enough cash from that, I'll buy a Switch too.
Hey, you know what I did?
Yeah, it goes to our website.
I didn't weigh the consoles. Oh, well.
Well, just do it on your own time. I won't insult you for that. It was a good stream. Yeah, buy it now, price of $2. Right now, StadiaPodcast.com goes to our website, which all of you guys should join. There are links to our Discord.
That's right.
You can come say hi. You can win games weekly there. John's there. I'm there. So
yeah. All right, kids. That was it. I'm going to go enjoy the Switch 2. And I'm going to I might do deck mode actually first before I do anything.
Well, good. Hurry up. Go. It's an exciting day for you. I'm going to go play Dune Awakening. It's early access right now. So.
All right, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.